The time is 10 p.m. Weather conditions, mostly cloudy. Temperature, 63.
Good evening, everybody. This is KK7MQI. This is net control for the 1900 net.
Weather
I'd like
conditions,
to welcome everybody
mostly cloudy.
I'll be
Temperature,
net control
60.
for this Wednesday night, 1900 net. This is a directed net, which meets every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Arizona time. We do pre-check-ins at 6:30 Arizona time at 1900net.com. That's 1900net.com. So we can have more discussion time on the 1900 net. This net is open to all amateur radio operators and covers a wide variety of subjects. Before the net, is there any emergency or priority traffic? This is KK7MQI Net Control. Alrighty. So, I'm going to start off by announcing all the call signs that if everybody's checked in early. And while I'm doing the call sign announcements, here's the topic for the evening. How many radios do you own? Alright, first on my list, we got Roger, KE8LCM. We have David, KE5XD. We have N8WBV, Jerry. We have KD8DLX, Brent. VE2PVS, Pierre. KC3MWK, Bruce. K6GTA, Tony. And of course, Net Control, KK7MQI. Alright, we encourage you to add anything you would like into conversation, if you have anything you would like to add. But if you don't have anything you'd like to add on your own, the topic for this evening is, how many radios do you own? Me personally, I have one. Actually, I think I have two. I have a CB radio sitting around here somewhere, but I have one. I have my Bayo thing. I don't know. Technically, it's a node, so it's not really a radio. It's radio-less, but I have a bunch of devices I play radio on, but I only have one radio, my own. All right. So, first on my list, Roger, KE8LCM. How many radios do you own?
KE8LCM. Well, the wife says too many. I say not enough. So, tomato, tomato. I have 7 in total, I believe. That'd be one HF rig, which is the 7300, 4 mobiles, 2 of which are in use and work. One is questionable, and the other one, I'm sure it works. I just have never hooked it up. I guess you could say 8, because I do have another mobile around here somewhere that I do salvage some pieces and parts off of if I need them. And then 2 handhelds. I've got a Baofeng BF8HP, that's just basically the 8-watt UV5R. That's all that is. And a TYT MDUV 380 for DMR, which probably has not been turned on in a long time. Because, like you, I have a lot of other devices that I can play radio on with a virtual Allstar node and 2 actual Allstar nodes and the amateur wire PVX to be able to dial into all these nodes and this, that, and the other. Seven radios, I think, are 8 in total. So back to net, KE8LCM.
I'm sure as I go further along in the hobby, I'll gain some radios along the way. That's a good number there, 7. I like that. All right, next on my list we got Dave, KE5XD. How many radios you got over there, Dave?
Oh, Josh, Urban KK7MQI from KE5XD. Good to hear everybody out there tonight. Yeah, it's, I need to take inventory, and I'm saying it's at least north of 50. Could be a lot more than that, but I'm going to have to dig around and find out. So, anyway, I've been doing ham radio for too many years. Gosh, what is it, 40, 45 years, 50 years? I don't even know. I'm losing track. Yeah, probably closer to 50 years, 48 years maybe. So yeah, you're a newbie, Josh. You got a long ways to go, but you'll acquire things as time goes on, I'm sure. So, but yeah, I got two Allstar nodes that are presently offline. I got two hotspots. One of them was online, one of them is offline. And then another good question for some week might be, how many computers do you own? That's another whole problem there too. That could be a real problem. All right, back to Nat. KE5XD.
Yeah, that's definitely true. If you don't have a bunch of radios, it's probably a bunch of computers, like I do over here. Lots of computer stuff. Fun. And I even play computer on somebody else's computers all the way in Canada, so that's even more fun. It's pretty cool. So, awesome. That's a lot of radios there, Dave. That's a lot of radios. And, wow. I just picture like this, I saw this meme on Twitter the other day, and it had a guy came in for a technician, said he had a wiring issue, and all there was room for was the driver, and everything in the passenger seat was radios, and microphones were everywhere, and you could see nothing but power wires going through the dash. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of radios when it's too much, right? It's like Roger said, he doesn't have enough, and his wife says he has too many. All right, next on my list we got, let's see, Jerry, N8WBV. How many radios you got over there, Jerry?
Well, good evening to everybody that's on the net here so far. Well, it depends, is it working or non-working? Yeah, that's the question, or does it matter if they're work or non-work?
I don't know. I didn't decide on that one. I guess it would be just radios you own in general, but probably the ones that are working, because probably the ones that don't work are just heavy paperweights now.
Well, there's a lot of truth in that. Well, I guess working radio, I'll go with total radios, which I have 11, but I guess non-working, I think I've got 3. So that kind of narrows it down there. So, but yeah, and the majority of them, well, a lot of them are mobiles, and then I do, like Roger, I do have a couple of handhelds and all that, which I think the majority of people does have a lot of them. So I've got several of them. So I guess, let's see, knock off 1, 2. I'll knock 2 of them off there. So it'll be a total of about 9 working radios. 9 radios is what I've got. You know, you can't use them all at once, but one good thing about it, I don't know how you, just like David said, they do collect over the years. There's no doubt about that. So with that, we'll turn it back to net control from N8WBV.
Yeah, if you were talking on all the radios at once, that'd be a cross-band mess. That would be, somebody would come knocking on the door. Excuse me, sir, you can't be doing that. You can't be talking on all those radios at once. Yeah, for sure. All right, next. Let's see. We have Brent, K88DLX. How many radios you got over there, Brent?
This is Brent, K88DLX. Too many. I'm up counting. I've got one in the Subaru, one in my building, 2 HF. That's 4 so far. And I got this bow thing I'm talking on, and another one that's been broke down as a for RF, but it's Kenwood 800 megahertz, and let's see here, where'd it go? It's a Linko 500 handy talkie. It was my dad's, but it's mine now. So what am I up to? 14?
Wow, that's quite a few radios there, and I'm sure they all have their own purposes too. A bunch of handy talkies there. I think we all have so far consensus that we all have handy talkies for sure. Awesome. Yeah, for sure there, Brent. All right, let's see if Pierre made it. I don't know if he got in there or not. See, VE2 PBS. Hey, Pierre, did you make it in there? This is KK7MQI, net control.
Yes, I am. And good evening to everyone on the net. Oh, I got just one radio, which is a handheld NE1 878 2. And on my computer, well, I got quite a few different spots. I got the IAX RBT, which I'm talking on now. I got the Dude Star. I got the Peanut. I got the Hampshire. So it keeps me quite busy, especially if you got them all on and you're trying to figure out which one is working. It's being called on. It's a lot of fun. I do my best to try to listen to all at the same time, and anyone on the radio, on my anyone, or anyone on the, like I said, the IAX, the Dude Star, the Peanut, the Hampshire. Well, it gives me a lot of ways to talk all over the world. Over to you, Josh.
Hey, well, it sounds like you're having fun playing radio over there. That's awesome. And, yeah, one of these days I'll get me one of those Anytone radios myself. I really been wanting one for playing some digital while I'm on the go. All right, and thank you, Pierre, for coming in and hanging out and joining us this evening. All right, next on my list is KC3MWK. Hey, Bruce, are you there tonight? If you are, how many radios do you got?
KC3MWK, Josh, heavily. KC3MWK, I got 4 radios, 2 Yaesu and 2 portables, and of course I got some other different. I got 2 dongles, a node, and 2 hotspots. I go over to you net control.
See, we all play radio on computers, so does that count? It is, we're playing radio on it for sure, and it requires our call signs and everything, so even though it's a computer, it's still a radio. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so we get to play radio on all kinds of different things. No longer just happen to hold it, but I guess for tonight's topic, it's like, I guess it would be the radio talk line like HF and RF type radios, but I guess a radio is a radio. As long as it's communicating and you got to push the talk button on there and you're talking to somebody else somewhere in the world and doing a QSO or QSO, you should be good. Yeah, so, yeah. All right, so let's see. Let's see if Tony's in here. I saw him check in. Let's see if he actually made it to the group tonight. K6GTA. Hey, Tony, you got a copy? That's KK7MQI. Net control.
Hey, Josh, good evening to you and everyone else on the net. This is Tony, K6GTA, currently in Santa Ynez, California, but from the Bakersfield area of California. And man, that question caught me by surprise. And as I'm hearing everyone else check in, I'm trying to run these numbers in my head and trying to remember how much radio I got. And man, I have a lot more than I thought I did. I don't have an exact count, but I'm somewhere up in the 20 radio range. And, you know, if you throw in the SDR radios, I don't know if scanners would count. I got four scanners and like 3 SDR dongles that I like to operate. So let's just round it up to 25. How about that? Basic GTA, back over to net control.
Hey, good to hear you in there, Tony. Yeah, that's you got a nice pile of radios yourself over there. You get to play some radio and have fun. Yeah, I think like Dave said, it's like to me, I'll eventually gain some over time. I'll find ones that I just can't live without. And awesome. Thank you for coming out there and joining. All right. We're at the end of the list here. Let me call out. Is there any late check-ins or any new timers out there that would like to come and join us on our discussion tonight? This is KK7MQI Net Control. Please come now with your call sign phonetically and your first name. Well, it looks like we just had a normal group tonight. Total of 8 of us in here for this evening's net. I'm going to do one last round and then do one more late check-in. So I'll start back at the top of the list. Anything that people would like to say or add for this evening to anyone in the group, and or anything they would like to share, now's the time. K8LCM, Roger. Anything else you'd like to share?
No, nothing really. Just sitting here doing the live streaming. We do live stream the net on YouTube. Channel name is KE8LCM, of course. Don't forget to check out the 1900net webpage, 1900net.com, and Amateur Wire, amateurwire.org. And I'll work on updating KE8LCM.com eventually. And maybe I'll have some more stuff on there. Got plenty of fun things to play around with. You can see system status of the Amateur Wire system. You can now do a speed test to check your speed between me and you. Of course, your downstream is going to be limited to my upstream, which if you're getting 50 megabit, you're pulling the full bandwidth from me. Your upstream, unless you've got a gigabit or more, you should be able to pull an accurate read off of that too. So nothing other than that. K8LCM, back to that.
See, even playing radio, you play computer and still have fun playing radio. It's pretty cool. Everything's intermingled over there. And I talk with you every day and hang out with you every day on video, and yeah, doing some awesome stuff over there. And you're definitely greatly appreciated for all the help. All right, next on my list is KE5XD. Hey, Dave, anything else you'd like to add for this evening?
Very good, Josh. It was interesting hearing what everybody has going on out there. I guess that's one thing you don't have, Josh, is the Cisco phone. You might need a landline phone at some point, but you can do a lot with that. But yeah, Roger's the man. He keeps us all tied together. He keeps it all working. That's very impressive with his Gypsy servers and his video servers and Amateur Wire server, or PDX, and all that stuff. So it's all pretty good stuff. I mean, one of these days we may have to put it to use if there's some real emergencies, but hopefully we'll still have internet, because that's going to be a big factor. But if we don't, we throw out the antenna and throw out the radio. But yeah, future questions, maybe how many antennas do you have? Got a lot of mobile antennas. I got a bunch of spares in the basement. There's a bunch of spares in the garage too. They rust out, they corrode coaxes get nicked, they get waterlogged, so they go bad. But yeah, that's a good question. Jerry brought up broken radios. I didn't even count those, so there's a bunch of those too. But yeah, you need to get sold or fixed. Anyway, good to hear everybody out there, and everybody have a good week. KK7MQI on the net from KE5XD.
Hey, 73's Dave, and also thank you for coming out and joining us this evening and playing radio and having fun on the net with us. And thank you for the question, because, yeah, everyone, it was Dave that gave me the topic for the discussion for tonight. So I came blank, like I always do, and nothing popped in, no magic popped in my head at, like, the last minute. So I was like, okay, advice, anybody. And thank you, Dave, for the topic for this evening. All right, next on my list is N8WBV. Jerry, anything else you'd like to add for this evening? This is KK7MQI Net Control.
Well, not really a whole lot there, Josh, to be honest with you, but yeah, all good topics there this evening. There's like David suggested there, antennas. Oh my goodness. And we have to go back to the working. I got a lot of antennas out there, wire and HF antennas, but just don't have an HF radio that's working right now, so they're pretty well useless. I guess they make a good place for the birds to land on, so they do land on the bar on that part. But other than that, not a whole lot other than having a safe weekend coming up, and on that part. So with that, we'll turn it back to Net Control from N8WBV.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to keep that one in mind for next week, how many antennas a person has. Yep, some of us have lots of them, and some of us have rubber duckies. So I got a little better than a rubber ducky, I guess. I spent a couple more dollars so I could get a couple more feet. So, all right, Jerry, awesome. Thank you for coming and joining the 1900 Net and hanging out with us this evening. Have a great week. All right, next on my list is KD8DLX. Hey, Brent, what do you, anything else you'd like to share with us? This is KK7MQI Net Control Dealer.
Well, I ain't got nothing to share, but I got plenty to sell. I'm kidding. Just wanted to wish everybody a good safe night, and I hope everybody had a nice, safe day. I mean, so far it looks like the ones that are here made it this far. And, well, you do know that we're not promised the next 15 seconds, so take it as you got it. Back to Net Control, KD8DLX.
I know that's right. I definitely know that's right. We're not guaranteed any of this next breath, but I'm thankful for everyone that comes that I get to breathe in, and yep, for sure. And yeah, for sure, anybody out there that's out there listening, feel free to come and join us. Don't be shy. Don't be mic shy. Don't be don't be a sandbagger. Just come in and join, and you might find you have fun. We're all a great bunch of guys out here just having fun playing radio. All right, thanks, Brent, for coming and joining out with us tonight and playing radio. All right, next is Pierre, VE2PBS. Anything else you would like to share for this evening?
Yes, I forgot. I got three other things. I got the wire, ham wire. I got also Mutual Aid 9, and I got the Canada Hub on my phone. So I forgot those ones. Anyways, I want to wish everyone a good night, and it's been a pleasure to be on. You do a good job, Josh, and keep it up. It makes it very interesting, that's for sure. And like you say, Play Radio. So thanks a lot for letting me, into your group. This is Victor Echo 2 Papa Bravo Sierra, and I'm going to be QRT.
All right, Peter, you have yourself a great evening, and we thank you for coming out and enjoying it, playing radio with us. And, yep, always a joy having you out there. And, all right, next on the list is Bruce, KC3MWK. Anything else, last words you'd like to say?
Back, KC3MWK, to Josh and Matt. Thanks for running the net, Josh. And I'm usually quiet. I really don't like to talk a lot, but I'll say 73 below. Have a good week, and KC3MWK will be clear.
Hey, all right, you have yourself a great week as well. And we appreciate you coming out and joining us out here this evening. And for sure, yep. And next, let's see. Oh, I clicked on the wrong button on my computer. All right, next on my list is K6GTA. Tony, anything else you'd like to add for this evening before I close the net?
More and more of the gear that I have. Forgot to add 2 network radios on there. Not sure if those exactly qualify as radios, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's what cell phones are too, right? They all have built-in radios and modems. Other than that, thanks for doing the net, Josh. K6GTA back before net control.
Hey, thank you for coming out and joining us, Sonny, and 73s, and have fun out there, and be safe as you're motoring there. It sounds like you're driving. So, yeah, be safe out there, and, yeah, continue on the playing radio. We're here every week, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Arizona time. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. Is there any newcomers or late check-ins? Please come now with your call sign phonetically and your first name. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming out and enjoying it, playing radio, and everybody out there that didn't get a chance to get in here and play radio with us that may be listening. Come check out all our websites. Everything's listed on 1900net.com. All the websites are also listed on aslnodes.com. And you can find us all on Amateur Wire as well, amateurwire.org. So, everybody out there, we thank you for coming out and joining and playing radio with us. And, yeah, if anybody's interested in having a node for Allstar and doesn't have the hardware or have the means to get it all running, come check aslnodes.com, and we do it all for you. We do all the hard work so you can just play radio. Yep, this is KK7MQI Net Control for the 1900 Net. Thanking everybody for coming out and enjoying playing radio. I'm releasing all the hardware and equipment back to all original state. KK